Have you ever heard of an artifact so strange, so out of place, that it makes scientists question everything they know?
Today, we're rediving into a real-life mystery that sounds like it is straight out of a science fiction movie. We're talking about a 1,200-year-old statue discovered in a remote part of Tibet that contains a metal unknown to our planet. This story begins in 1938 with a German expedition led by zoologist Ernst Schaefer. Sent by the Nazi regime, their official mission was to study the region's flora and fauna. But there were darker, more esoteric goals at play, linked to the search for the origins of the Aryan race. While exploring, they were led by locals to a remarkable artifact, a small, dark statue, about 24 centimeters tall, depicting a figure seated in a meditative pose. The team was immediately intrigued. They nicknamed it the Iron Man because of its immense weight and metallic composition. They recognized its value and brought it back to Germany, where it fell into the hands of a private collector in Munich in 1939. For decades, this mysterious statue remained hidden from public view, its secrets locked away. It wasn't until 2007 that the Iron Man the owner decided to have it analyzed, and that's when the story takes an extraordinary turn. The statue was sent to a team of scientists, led by Dr. Elmer Booner at the University of Their initial findings were mind-blowing. The statue wasn't made of iron at all. It was carved from a single piece of something far more exotic. A meteorite. Specifically, it was an ataxite, an incredibly rare class of iron meteorite. Ataxites are known for their high nickel content, typically between 16% and 30%. This high nickel concentration is what makes them so unusual and so resistant to erosion, which likely explains why the statue is so well. But here's the kicker. Meteorites of this type are almost never found on Earth. The Gibeon meteorite shower in Namibia is one of the few known sources, but the chemical composition of the Iron Man didn't match. This means the raw material for this statue came from a meteorite fall that is completely unknown to modern science. Imagine the skill and dedication it would have taken to carve this. Meteoritic iron is incredibly hard and difficult to work with, even with today's technology. Yet, 1,200 years ago, someone managed to sculpt this incredibly detailed figure from a space rock. Who were these ancient artisans? What kind of tools did they possess? The iconography of the statue is just as fascinating. The figure is believed to be Vesaraiva, a Buddhist deity who is the king of the north and a god of wealth. He's often depicted holding a mongoose that spits out jewels. But there's a unique detail on this statue that has puzzled experts. On the chest of the figure is a swastika. Now, it's crucial to understand that before it was co-opted by the Nazis, the swastika was an ancient and sacred symbol in many cultures, particularly in Buddhism, Hinduism, and Jainism, where it represents good fortune, well-being, and eternity. It's a powerful symbol that has been used for thousands of years. The presence of the swastika, combined with the Buddhist deity, suggests the statue originated from the pre-Buddhist Bin culture that was prevalent in Tibet around the 11th century. So, we have a statue carved from a unique meteorite representing a Buddhist god with a sacred symbol on its chest. The researchers concluded that the meteorite itself must have been revered as a divine object. In many ancient cultures, objects that fell from the sky were seen as messages from the gods. It makes sense that such a rare and powerful material would be used to create an object of immense spiritual significance. This leads us to the biggest question. Where did the meteorite come from? The chemical analysis showed high levels of nickel, cobalt, and trace elements like gallium, germanium, and iridium. But the specific combination of these elements doesn't match any known meteorite on Earth. Scientists have databases cataloging the chemical fingerprints of thousands of meteorites found across the globe. The Iron Man is a complete anomaly. It doesn't fit. This has opened the door to some incredible speculation. The meteorite could have come from a long-lost impact event, perhaps one that occurred in the remote mountains of Siberia or the Himalayas thousands of years ago. A large meteorite could have fragmented upon entering the atmosphere, scattering pieces over a wide area. One of these pieces, perhaps the main mass, was found by ancient people who recognized its otherworldly nature. But the mystery deepens. The team of scientists also found something else inside the statue. As As they analyzed its composition using advanced techniques like neutron activation, they detected trace elements that are not naturally found in our solar system's meteorites. These were isotopes, or variants of elements, with ratios that are completely alien to anything we have ever discovered. Let's break that down. Most of the material in our solar system, including Earth and the meteorites that fall on it, formed from the same primordial cloud of gas and dust. Because of this shared origin, they all have a relatively predictable chemical and isotopic signature. The elements in the Iron Man statue don't follow this pattern. Their isotopic ratios suggest they originated from a completely different stellar environment, possibly from the core of an exploded star, far away, or even from outside our galaxy. So, how did this material get here? There are a few theories, each more mind-boggling than the last. One possibility is that our solar system, in its journey around the galaxy, passed through a cloud of interstellar dust from a different star system. A piece of this material could have been captured by Earth's gravity and fallen as a meteorite. This would make the Iron Man statue not just a piece of our solar system, but a true interstellar Another, more speculative theory ventures into the realm of ancient aliens. Could this material have been brought to Earth intentionally? The idea that extraterrestrial visitors might have left behind artifacts is a popular one in fiction, but to find potential evidence in a 1,200-year-old statue is staggering. Is it possible that the material that doesn't exist on Earth was part of a technology, a tool, or even a gift from an alien civilization? While there's no direct evidence for this, the anomalous nature of the material keeps the possibility on the table for many. Skeptics, of course, argue for a more grounded explanation. They suggest that our understanding of meteorite composition is incomplete. Perhaps there are rare types of meteorites from within our own solar system that we simply haven't discovered yet. The Iron Man could be the first example of a new class of meteorite, one with a chemical signature so unusual that it seems alien to us. They also point out that contamination during the analysis process, while unlikely with modern methods, can't be entirely ruled out. But the original research team stands by their findings. They used multiple methods and cross-checked their results, and the anomalous data remained consistent. Dr. Booner himself called it the priceless statue, stating that if you estimate its value based on the current market price for rare material, it could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, but its cultural and scientific value is truly immeasurable. The story of the Iron Man is a perfect storm of history, science, and mystery. It connects a Nazi expedition, ancient Tibetan culture, Buddhist mythology, and cutting-edge astrochemistry. It forces us to confront the limits of our knowledge. It reminds us that there are still incredible discoveries waiting to be made, sometimes in the most unexpected places. Is it a divine message from the heavens, carved by ancient mystics? Is it a remnant of a forgotten interstellar event? Or is it a piece of a technology far beyond our comprehension? We still don't have the definitive answer. The Iron Man of Tibet remains a silent sentinel, guarding its cosmic secrets. It is a tangible link to a past that is far more complex and mysterious than we ever imagined, and a puzzle that continues to challenge scientists today. What do you think is the real story behind this incredible artifact? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the unknown. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next deep dive into the world's greatest mysteries. See you next time.